Right. Hi everyone, is back to our science class, okay? Alright. Now, you ready? Are you guys ready? Alright. Let's proceed. Now, on our previous lesson we talked about what have we talked about? Not microphone. Other than the microphone. Heat, very good. And another word we have learned, heat can travel or transfer into other stuff through something called. There are three different ways. The first one we've learned is it comes with a C. Convection, very good. Now, we've learned conduction and then back to heat. How do we know that heat can conduct to other stuffs or other materials? How can heat conduct or transfer to other materials? How do we know that? Like, if you are very tall, we will measure your height by something on your ruler. Is there any ruler that I can borrow? Is there any ruler that I can borrow? Please, any ruler, just any. Whether it's an iron or not. A ruler, yes? Thank you. We can measure your height through something called what's this? cm is yes, very good, through centimeters. Is that okay? We can measure the length or the height through centimeter. But can we measure heat? Can we measure heat? How do we measure heat? By now we've learned something that you can measure through a. How do we measure heat? When you feel hot, you will turn on the air conditioner and turn something down or turn something up. There's a number on it, like 27 or 28. On the monitor, there's a number controlling something of the air, like 28 or 27, or maybe lower down to 24 or 18. Sometimes 16, maybe. And what is that? What is the number represented? Yes, very good. Something called temperature. Is that okay? Alright? We can measure heat through temperature. Is that okay? Alright, let me write it down. Now, let's back to our temperature. We call 27, and then how do we call it? There's a little dot, degree, and then Celsius, very good. And there's a degree, and then comes a F, is when it comes with an F, it's called Fahrenheit. Is that okay? So there are degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. Okay? Now, all around the world, there's very little country using Fahrenheit. Most of the country uses degree Celsius. Is that okay? All right. Thank you for your ruler. And then let's back to our topic. When heat can be measured through temperature, and how do we know that things can conduct to other materials? How do we know that heat can conduct or transfer to another materials? Like we heat up the iron ruler we've used on our previous experiment. 我们上次是不是有用铁尺来加热什么东西？ Yes, very good. We heat up the wax rod, and then how do we know that heat can conduct through the iron ruler? How do we know? It travels from cold to hot, or from hot to cold. Yes, very good. It's from hot to cold. So we learned from our previous experiment that we know that heat can travel from hot to cold. Is that okay? Is that exactly the conclusion that we learned from our previous experiment? Yes or no? Yes? What? Alright, so that is our conclusion. And then today we're going to talk about more about conduction and about how heat can, what's the word? Direction. Let me write it down. It's all part of something called direction of heat. So the direction of heat is actually including conduction, convection, and very good radiation. That's very good. 那我们之前讲过 direction of heat 是什么东西？Yes, very good. There's a minor differences. Conduction is called as yes, very good. All right, let me write that down. And then the other word is there are three different ways. What is below our conduction? Radiation? There's something between conduction and radiation. Convection, all right? Let me write it down. Convection. And what is convection means? 对流, very good. Thank you. And what is radiation? Right. So, through these three different ways that heat can transfer to other materials or can travel around human beings around us. Is that okay? Like, can I have an example of radiation? Can I have an example of radiation? If you're feeling cold today, then what example of radiation can help you with that? The sun, but we're not having sun today. Can I have another one? The light, you know what I'm talking to her? I mean, can you tell everyone that you just say the first place in the first place? In the first place. The sun. She said the sun, but I asked her for another answer because are we having the sun today? No, right? What? What? Yeah, electric heater. That's another answer. So, let's back to our questions. She said the sun, but are we having the sun today? No, right? Is cloudy or is it sunny? Yes, cloudy or even a little bit rainy, right? So we're not having the sun today, and then she had another answer. Put that away. She said the light. So can the light above us radiate heat around to heat us up? Can they? 上面的光会不会打下来，会加热到你，会让你变得比较温暖一点点，会吗 ？Yes, very good. A little bit, but the light isn't as strong as a Yes, very good. A electric heater. Do you know what an electric heater is? Do you know what an electric heater is? 对，电暖器有些人叫做暖炉。Something called as an electric heater 是电暖炉或者是电暖器 ，OK 吗？以前的 heater 是什么呢？以前的 heater 是什么？以前的加热器会用什么东西 ？Yes, a bonfire, okay? Or something you may know as a campfire. Have we seen campfire? Yes, we've seen campfire, right? So a campfire or a bonfire is a pile of wood or some coal, charcoals that can burn to warm up the air you're currently in. Is that okay? 是一团火，不管是炉火、引火，甚至是篝火的东西，就跟引火差不多，只是它会挖一个小小的，对，跟引火差不多。不要鬼火啦。What you're actually saying is phosphate， 就是鬼火是用磷。你们知道鬼火是磷吗？讲过了吗？讲过就好。鬼火是磷，空气中在燃烧的磷。以前认为是鬼火，但是我们现在不叫它是鬼火。曾经有人觉得它是鬼火，但是它的确可以在空气中烧起来。Phosphate can be burned in the air. Is that okay? We're currently now calling it ghost fire. It's something called as phosphate burning in the air. Is that okay? 就是磷化物在空气中燃烧，这个 OK 吗？然后不要跟我讲，老师，鬼火，好恐怖。What? It's just phosphate burning in the air. It's nothing. All right? It's okay? Heads up. All right. Let's back to convection. Can I have an example of convection? Can I have an example of convection? What? Another one. Can I have another one? We'll back to that, but before that, we're gonna have another one. Convection. Is there an example of convection? AC, what is that? What? You mean air conditioner? Oh, air conditioner can be a part of convection because the air coming from your air conditioner is cold. What if it is cold, then it will go up or down? If it is cold, it will go down. And if you want to warm up the air, so you will have something down on the floor. You will have something down on the floor. What is that? If you want to warm up the air, you will have something around the floor to heat up the air. What it is called? We have an answer before that can be used in this question. Is okay? An Yes, very good. An electric heater. So if you are feeling hot, you will turn on the air conditioner. So what? Air conditioner is okay? Okay. You will turn on the air conditioner so the cold air will go down or drop to the floor, so you will feel cold or a lot cooler. Is that okay? And if you are feeling cold, some of them you are, you will turn on something called down the floor. Yes, very good. You will turn on an electric heater to warm up the air, and then the air is warm up, it will go up. Very good. It will go up to the ceiling. Is that okay? And then you will feel warmer than you are. Is that good? Is that good? Alright, thank you. And then, can I have another example of conduction? Conduction is relatively easy. Can I have an example of conduction? Conduction. Can I have an example of conduction from you? Yes, from you. Can I have an example of conduction? You don't know. You will think of one. You will. Alright? Please give me an example of conduction. What is the experiment we conduct? What is the experiment we have conducted before? What is our previous experiment? Our previous experiment is about conduction, and how do we do that? Can I have you to explain about it? You can speak in Chinese. It is very okay. Just explain about our previous experiment. whether in your mother tongue or not. If you want to speak in English, that is okay. If you want to speak in your mother tongue, that is also okay. 你可以解释一下我们上次做的实验吗？你用中文讲或英文讲都可以。因为上一个实验就是在做传导，请说。
是那个铁尺跟蜡烛。
铁尺跟蜡烛，那我们怎么做？
把火放在尺的最前面，然后看哪个蜡的最前面。
来，等一下，你帮我画起来好不好？来，经理上来。来，请你帮我画一下。I think that's acceptable. And how does he travel? How does he travel? Very good. And then, can I have another drawing of how he travel? 用箭头，可以吗？用箭头来表示一下热点传播。Can I have an example? All right. That is. And then, please write down where you feel hot and then where you feel cold. Is that okay? Hot and cold. Alright, very good. Now, everyone give him a big hand. Is that okay? Stop. Everyone give him a big hand. Again, everyone give him a big hand. Alright, let's back to our experiment. He draw a picture for us. What is this? What is something that holds the wet straw on it? Iron ruler, and then what is down here? Fire burned by start with an A. Burned by. You will light something up. You light what up? Yes, very good. 酒精灯. What is 酒精灯 called? Alcohol. Yes, very good. Alcohol. Alcohol burner. An alcohol burner to heat up the iron ruler, and then the wet straw do what? What does wet straws do? They evaporate it, or do they just disappear like magic? What happened? What happened to the wet straws? Yes, very good. And what is 融化 in English? Start with an M. Melted, okay? Melted. Is that okay? So, what happened to the wet straw? Again, what happened to the wet straw? Yes, very good. They melted, all right? Now, let's back to our conduction. Can I have another example of conduction? Hands up. Don't put your head on your desk. Can I have another example of conduction? We put the spoon in the hot soup, and then what happened? The spoon will be hot. Can I have you to draw us a picture? Please draw the soup and the spoon, and then how does he travel? Right? You can draw a bigger one.
我会这里画大一点。
And what happened to his spoon? That doesn't look like a spoon. That looks like something you grind with. Alright? You grind your pills with something like this. Alright? That doesn't look like a spoon, right? 各位同学，这看起来不像东西，这看起来就像盐波，你知道吗？ Can you draw us another one? 另外一个锅，这个汤匙太不像了。I believe that you can draw better. Maybe not as good as mine.
我在画它，我在画一个那个彩布。
Alright? And where it is hot and where it is cold. Alright, thank you. Now everyone give her a big hand. Now. 好了，跟你们头顶一样吗？啊？所以对啊，所以没有啊，怎么了？ What? These were good. Why? Alright, you're gonna fix that after the class. Alright? Now, let's back to our experiment about this one. Example, this one. Now, can you tell us there is a hot soup and then there is a bowl of hot soup and then you put a spoon and then what happened? What? Will cool to hot. What will cool to hot? Will do what? Will travel or will transfer or will So the spoon will do what? Conduct heat from hot to cold. Is that okay? Now, let's have a quick review. We've talked about how heat travels. It is called as direction of heat. Is that okay? And we can measure how heat travels by temperature, and then they can travel in 3 different ways, like and then. Alright, that's very good. And that's all for today. If there is no further question, then class dismissed. It's okay? Alright, class dismissed. Alright, thank you everyone.